So this is called a Cyr Wheel. I think it's a great circus apparatus to learn. It's a great workout. You can do many different tricks you can perform with it. And it's just a lot of fun. It's like having your own personal roller coaster. And here's just a brief demonstration of kind of what's possible to learn on the Cyr Wheel. But basically, when you're first starting out, the first thing you kind of want to learn how to do is how to sustain momentum and keep it going, spinning. And to do that, it's called the waltz, which is basically where you're adding energy to it while it's spinning by moving your weight back and forth between your 2 feet, like this. See, if you notice, the foot that's closer to the ground is always changing. See, right now my left foot's closer than my right foot. Left, right. That's what is adding energy to it and keeping it going. Now basically, when you want to start, there are a couple ways you can start. One is called the skate start, which is where basically if you're spinning to the right, you'd be your right foot on the wheel first. Swing to the left, everything is reversed, but I always spin to my right. So you put your right foot on the wheel and kind of push off with your left foot like this. And that's how a lot of beginners are told to start. But I honestly find that what happens is that gives you so little starting speed that it can be difficult to control. Imagine if you've ever tried to ride a bike, like very, very slowly, like slower than walking, it actually becomes more difficult because the mass in the wheels aren't able to spin fast enough to really get the gyroscopic forces that hold the bike upwards and more stable. This is kind of the same thing. The wheel kind of needs to be spinning at a decent rate to really kind of act as a gyroscope and stabilize itself. So what I think is actually faster to learn in the long run is called the roll-by start, which looks more like this. As you can see, you kind of get a lot more momentum, and you kind of get almost like 5-3 rotations of not really even doing anything to kind of figure out how it feels and then to kind of start figuring out how to add energy into it. So I find learning the roll-by start first much more appealing. And to do that, basically, you start with your hands at 10 and 2 like you're driving a car. Then you rotate to your left until your right hand is about at 12 o'clock. Then you bring it forward rapidly and just kind of step on like this. And you kind of step on with your right foot first, and then your left foot follows. And the spacing between your 2 feet should ideally be, what you want to do is, most Cyr wheels have joints that are 5 pieces. And you can look at where the joints are, and if you put one joint on the very top in the 12 o'clock position, the 2 joints at the bottom should be roughly where your feet are spaced when you're just doing the basic waltz, so you can kind of use that as a guide. So once you get the roll-by start, you're gonna kind of first be on it with your left foot down as soon as you start kind of spinning. And then you just want to kind of rhythmically move your weight back and forth between your 2 feet. And you do that by putting your weight on your one knee you want to go to and pulling with that arm in that direction. Like this. See, right leg down, pull the right arm, left leg down, pull the left arm. It's kind of a similar motion and similar amount of exertion to some moderate cross-country skiing to waltz the wheel. Same sort of pulling and pushing motion with your arms and legs. Yeah, that's how you do the waltz, and once you learn how to sustain momentum, then that's where you can kind of do all the other cool tricks and stuff in between, adding energy to the wheel and spinning it around.